Hello there, and welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Jacob, and thank you so much for attending this lecture on Pokemon biology. Joining me here in the classroom today is, of course, my wonderful teaching assistant, Mr. Curtis. How are you doing today on this lovely, lovely day?
Oh, it's so lovely, and you know why it's so lovely? It's because I'm here. I'm here with you, Professor.
Sorry, it's kind of hard to hear you. I am behind a large glass pane now.
Yes,
so it's kind of hard. What?
You want to talk about that pane, Professor? You doing okay?
You're very safe and secure, and I'm just over here polishing the star of today's show. Okay, if we may put it like that, we'll just leave it like that for the moment.
You're
okay. Wait, what? I thought that was a rock, Professor. What does Mr. Curtis have right next to his desk?
Well, that is a rock. That's his rock. That's not what he's talking about, though. I'm not sure. No. He does always bring a rock to class.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I'm
also
just now noticing this.
Joining me here in the classroom today is our young trainer in training, Corbin. How are you doing, Corbin?
I'm doing all right. What it do, guys. The crisp fall air is now in full force. I'm loving it. I'm not gonna lie, it makes it a little hard to ride my bike around the city. Sometimes the cold air just hurts my throat.
Oh.
But having a good time. Happy to be here. Happy to learn some cool information about a very cool Pokemon today.
Oh, and so you know what Pokemon that is, right?
Yeah, this is today's Tyranitar, right?
No, unfortunately, no, it's not.
Sorry,
don't sit back down, Corbin. Don't leave. You can't leave.
What? I just... All right.
I know you're upset. You want to learn about Tyranitar.
I'm checking out. I'm checking out now.
No.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, okay, listen, we do have a very interesting Pokemon to talk about today, and we will get to that in a second. It's part of the reason why I'm behind this glass, this very safe glass here.
Why don't I get one?
Huh?
Why don't I get what is that, like a glass window?
Something called a ballistic glass. So it's a safety.
I call it a boom boom glass.
I don't know what he's talking about.
This is a boom boom
what
glass.
Mr. Curtis is talking about.
That's right.
But I think he knows what Pokemon we're learning about today. But before we talk about that, before we really get into it, I do have a Gengar mail that I would like to read, if that's okay.
Sure.
All right. Sounds good.
So this Gengar mail comes to us from Cade. I believe we've gotten a Gengar mail from Cade before.
Cade.
Cade says, "Dear amazing Corbin, Mr. Curtis, and renowned Professor Jacob." I guess I am renowned.
Thank you.
Did I hear amazing?
I know.
Corbin?
Cade might be a little bit loopy, I think. They say, "My name is Cade. I live in Unova. I'm looking forward to buying your t-shirts." Oh yeah, I guess we do have some t-shirt ideas. What was the name of our store, or the URL for our store? Does anybody remember?
Oh, I don't know. It changes every week. It's a lot to keep up with for Porsche.
That's how we keep our products so limited, or so.
Guys, we don't actually have a merch store. Not yet.
Wait, what?
What?
This is the first I'm hearing about this. Anyways, Kate says, surprising. My favorite t-shirt is the coughing one. Does anybody remember what the coughing one was?
Hold on, Professor. I am checking my notes right now. I do not remember what the coughing one was.
Mr. Curtis, do you have an idea what the coughing one was?
Coughing one. I be coughing up this town?
Wow.
That sounds right.
That's your favorite one, Cade?
Yeah.
All right. To each their own, I suppose. Anyways.
If you remember, let us know.
Yeah, send us a Gengar mail at wwopokemon@gmail.com if you remember what the coughing t-shirt was. Kate says, anyway, you guys are awesome. I love learning new things about Pokemon. I have a Mr. Curtis theory. We do love Mr. Curtis theories here.
Sure.
These are all theories. None of them are confirmed.
Not confirmed.
I'm just your average everyday teaching assistant. Nothing to see here.
You certainly aren't that. Average? Mm-hmm. You wish.
You have an excess number of fingers and green blood, buddy. You're not normal.
You wish you were average. Mr. Curtis, this is Cade's idea. Mr. Curtis is a defective Ditto. It tried to imitate Arceus, but since it was defective, it didn't look good. Arceus was offended by it, so it cursed Mr. Curtis into getting stuck into Ditto's next transformation, which I guess is what we see now. That next transformation is the Mr. Curtis we know. His mutant, disgusting Spinarak cult is his mutant army. He will use this army to try to destroy Arceus so that his curse is broken. Anyway, that's all for now. I will Gengar mail again soon. Bye.
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 That's a good theory. There's a lot of world building behind that one. I do like it. Mr. Curtis, can you confirm or deny?
Are you a Ditto?
I'm sorry.
theories?
I'm sorry to say to everyone here today, I am in fact not a Ditto.
Oh,
Yeah.
busted. Myth busted. Sorry.
Yeah.
And can we also
Yeah.
get a confirmation that you are not Ditto's next transformation?
I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not Ditto's next transformation either.
That was
Nope.
really hard for him to say.
Yep.
Ooh, I was having a little bit of early onset sloppy mouth there.
That's okay.
Yeah, we just started this lesson, Mr. Curtis. Can't be getting sloppy mouth already.
I know. While I do think that Arceus is not all that like everybody seems to think he is, I am not a Ditto, and I would not take care to imitate that inferior god, one might say. So
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
saying
blasphemy
a lot.
right there.
Let's hope,
Yeah.
Man.
hope it's
Yeah.
a benign god.
The Night Mother's the only god for me. So
Okay, but then this brings up another point then, Mr. Curtis.
Mm-hmm.
Your disgusting Spinnerack cult. You making that into a mutant army to destroy Arceus?
Yeah, what's the deal, fam?
If that's what I'm not making it to destroy Arceus.
But if that's what happens.
But if
then,
that's what happens, I mean, it's whatever the Night Mother wills, and that's
Listen,
really
we're gonna shoot for the moon. All right.
the best god is the Night Mother. Let's put that on a t-shirt.
The Night Mother a god?
Is she a god, though? I mean, is she even real?
I thought
she's
she was
like
like
a-
some powerful Arcados? Wait, hold on.
Aridos?
Ariados. Why couldn't
I thought you were a professor.
I'm
Professor?
getting sloppy brain.
She's getting no. She is a celestial entity. I don't know if maybe you would call her a god, but she's my.
Would you
god,
call her
the
a god?
I would call her a god. So,
You did call
You
her
know
a
what they
god.
say, God is a woman, so I get it.
So Cade finishes their Gengar mail by saying, P.S. My favorite Pokemon are Oshawott, Tyrant, and Umbreon. Good.
Okay.
Good. Umbreon's
Good ones,
good.
Good ones.
Tyrant's pretty cute. I gotta say, as far as prehistoric fossil Pokemon go, Tyrant
Tyrant's cool.
is very high. there.
Tyrantrum is one of my favorites. It's a great Pokemon.
Anyways, thank you so much, Cade, for this wonderful Gengar mail. Mr. Curtis, what do you think? What do you think on the Gold Star scenario here?
I'm just
feeling like it's not good.
well, just I'm a little insulted. That's all. Oh, but
Oh, really?
Why?
yeah,
wrong?
I'm so surprised.
Yeah, I mean, ditto. Me a ditto? No. I mean, I guess I can't discredit them for trying. So I'll give them. You know what? I'll give them a silver star today.
A Sliver Star. I love it.
Well, I think a Silver Star is more rare than a Gold Star, and therefore has more value. I feel not many people have gotten Silver Stars.
Maybe on the star market, but the
star kit?
I weigh gold stars more highly than silver stars, of course.
Okay.
But,
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I hope you enjoy that Silver Star, Cade. Maybe advice for the next time: don't insult Mr. Curtis's Spinnerack army.
That's true.
If you keep calling me awesome, I'll give you more Corbin stars if you want.
You giving him a Corbin Star?
I am gonna give him 3 because you said it was awesome.
All right. Well, then you can't have a silver star though. They are mutually exclusive.
Well, I mean, we know that Gold Stars and Corbin Stars can't interact. I don't think we've ever tested it with Silver Stars and Corbin Stars.
Right. I know one dissolved out of my hand a while ago. It fell into the ground and dissolved like acid because I tried grabbing it. So I know that there's a biological reason that they cannot interact. I cannot explain it. But hey, we haven't tried with Silver Stars yet, so maybe you can have a Silver Star and a Corbin Star at the same time.
well, aren't those silver stars? Silver stars are they are gold stars. They just have the silver coating on them.
Oh, right. Maybe it's the same thing. All right, fine. If you're giving him a Silver Star, I'll take mine back.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, that's
All right, fine.
ridiculous.
I'm so sorry, Cade. I'm sorry. Message me privately if you want a Corbin Star, though.
Okay, so thank you so much, Kate, again. If you want to send us a Gengar mail, you can send it to wwopokemon@gmail.com. But let's move on into the main lesson. Does anybody know who we're talking about this week? I think you've already kind of... Mr. Curtis, I think, knows. He seems to know. He said he was...
Oh, yeah.
Polishing something. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's the boom boom to the boom boom glass, you might say.
What do you mean? What is that? What are you holding right
now?
That is...
You'll see here in just a second. No, please continue, Professor.
Is that a vacuum? What are you holding?
Just you wait.
Well, I know why I have the ballistic glass. It's to protect myself from the Pokemon that we are learning about today.
And it is... Did not say Tyranitar. It is...
Now, I guess to remind everybody what we learned about last week, it was Pineco. That might give you a hint. For
yeah, honestly, it would have been good to have the ballistic glass for that one too. But
yeah, man, that's kind of why I brought it this time. I was like, you know what? I wish I had it then. I'll definitely have it this time.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Spidops?
It's not Spidops. It is a bug type though.
Okay.
Yes, okay. Bug type.
Hold on, I think I remember it, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Forretress?
Sure. It's Forretress is the Pokemon we're
Forretress.
learning about this week.
Okay, that's the one.
Yeah. So Forretress, the evolved form of Pineco, also known as the Bagworm Pokémon.
Sounds like a not a nice thing to say.
It's a hard nut to crack right there.
It sure is. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. I have one here. I'm gonna throw it out. I'm gonna stay behind this ballistic glass. You guys should be fine though. I'm sure, probably. Anyways, here we go.
Bring it out.
Whoa, that's a look at that little boy.
All right.
Oh my.
What do we know?
goodness.
Okay, don't move so fast, Corbin. Actually, just maybe no sudden movements for this one.
Okay. All right. Sorry. So for the ballistic glass, again, I ask, why don't I have one on my desk? Number one. Number two, why do we need it at all? Is this thing just gonna blow up on me? Or am I gonna die? What's gonna happen?
One, we only had one ballistic glass, so the school did a cost.
The professor is top priority.
Yeah, a value analysis here, and they determined that I was the most important resource to try to protect. So they gave it to me. I mean, I can't say they're wrong.
But I'm a child. I'm not worthy of protecting. I'm a child.
Now, so as for why we might need it, so what's the I don't know. Can you describe the Forretress for us, Corbin?
I can. So it's this big round little thing. I'll be
big
honest with you guys.
round little thing, huh?
Big round little
thing. Well, I mean,
one of
it's
those
not
can't be right.
It's not that big in terms of like verticalness, but horizontally, it's a little bit thick. You know, height wise, it's only like like probably under 4 feet if I had to guess. But it looks like a big meatball. It looks like a big meatball with 2 eyes, and it's got these what looks like 4 little red nozzles coming out of the sides of it. And it's like the skin or whatever it is around its eyes is red as well. And then the rest of it just looks like almost like a meatball, like a coughing or something. Like the way that coughing has like those edges and crevices.
Whoa, Corbin, don't get too close to it, okay?
Yeah,
I mean,
you're moving your hands a lot,
saying,
Corbin. If you could just,
I'm sorry.
They can be very reflexive, okay, and you don't want them reacting if you approach them too quickly now.
Yeah,
okay,
so
well, that's pretty much it.
So the meatball that you're describing, and in fact, all of Forretress that we can see, minus the eyes, is its very hard shell.
Okay.
Now, Forretress's main mode of defense is that if it senses movement, really any kind of movement, it just shoots part of that shell out at whatever's moving.
Right.
Oh
right.
God.
Yeah.
Okay, I will stand completely still now.
So here, I'll demonstrate.
No. What do you? No. Why?
I mean, I'm safe. I'm behind this ballistic glass.
Can I? Can I get up and get around and get behind that glass with you?
No.
Check this out.
Room for that
Whoa! See that? It shot right at me.
That's crazy. It cracked the glass too.
Wow. I'm actually. I guess the school is kind of skimping on the.
I mean, that just goes to tell you how hard this Forretress's steel container is.
That's impressive. Wow. It cracked ballistic glass. That's insane.
In fact, I think it would be a great time a great time, don't you think, Professor, for us to figure out exactly
what is that?
How strong this is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, researchers have been studying that for a while, Mr. Curtis. I don't know if we can really figure that out here. What is that in your hands?
I brought it back, baby.
Oh, you added modifications to it.
Not again.
Oh no.
Corbin, get down.
Stay back.
Get down.
Stay
Get out of here.
inside the class behind the desk.
No, please
don't. Get out of the ballistic glass. Only one of us can be here.
No,
Get out of here.
Corbin, you gotta hide behind a desk, my good sir.
All right,
please.
I'm hiding under a desk.
Okay.
Oh, God.
All right. 1.
I'll be safe, probably.
2.
Wait, maybe we should try to take it away from.
4. See?
4. Wait,
he hasn't shot it yet.
you're not actually doing it? Is this like a false alarm
Take
or is this a test?
Oh, jeez. That was.
I can't hear.
Oh God!
I can't hear anything.
Why didn't somebody take it away from
I
him?
can't hear anything.
I thought he was gonna shoot it way sooner than he did.
Oh my God.
It's like he counted down from 10 or something.
What? What'd you say?
Hey, look, everybody. The shell, it's still there. I didn't crack it. Should we go for round?
What? I can't hear.
Should we
you.
go for round 2?
No.
Round 2.
Please.
Yeah.
You're gonna.
Okay.
No.
Hold on. I got another rocket
What's
in
a
here.
sound shoe? You have a sound
I got
shoe?
another rocket here in my jacket. Hold on. I'm gonna reload.
No, wait, he's loading it.
Loading it again.
Corbin, get it from him.
I'm just gonna leave the room at this point. I'm gonna. Oh nope. The
Mr. Curtis, put it
the
down.
rubble blocking the door. I can't do that. All right. Listen, we don't have to do this. All right.
I command you, Mr.
Okay.
Curtis. No
Are you
more
sure?
bazookas in class.
I mean, we've gotta determine if I can crack that. You know, we put a little
don't.
scuff. See the little scuff there?
We really don't. We don't.
We don't need to.
I mean, honestly, if you look at Forretress here, you know, just unfazed.
Yeah.
Doesn't even really care. Corbin, hey, are you okay?
Hearing's starting to come back. I'm doing okay. I mean, there's still a lot of dust and stuff on me. But wiping that off. Wow, Junior, you're quite impressive. The way that you were able to handle that is very impressive. That's insane.
Junior?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Junior. He he kind of just looks like a junior a little bit. Kind of looks like he looks like a bigger version of these junior little meatballs that my mom used to pack me for school back when I was at the Saffron City Learning Center. They kind of have that little like red part in the middle that kind of wraps around. They're like these weird funky looking meatballs. Don't ask what they're made from. I think it's Toro's jerky. I could be wrong. But they're really good, and that's what it reminds me of. So he's like a bigger version of these junior meatballs. He's like a big junior.
He's like a huge junior.
Yeah, big junior, huge junior, a junior H, if you will.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
Wait, hold on. Let me check my notes here. Oh, that's actually that's actually the name of one of our.
Back in his head, he's checking his notes.
It's actually the name of one of our patrons. Believe it or not. Oh my God, that's
wow,
that's
really
crazy. Wow. Okay.
Well, thank you, Junior, for
your support.
For your support, and thank you, Junior the Forretress, for surviving the bazooka attack. I'm gonna go ahead, put you back in the Pokeball.
Yeah, if you could, that'd be great.
Yeah, yeah. And then I'm gonna go. I can just move this ballistic glass or what's left of it to the side. Now we can really get into this lesson. Let's read some Pokedex.
Get into the thick of it.
Listen, that's why everybody's here, right? To listen to Pokedex entries, not to listen to Mr. Curtis blow things up with a bazooka.
Are you sure though, Professor? I can still blow stuff up if you want.
No, you need to put that away. This is
okay.
domestic terrorism. You need to stop.
Okay.
I am glad though that the class did survive. I think last time the class did have some structural damage. This time, I think the spherical nature of the classroom really contained the explosion.
Yeah, this class is a lot more sturdy than the one in Saffron City, because last time he shot a bazooka, I think it was for the cloister lesson, and that took out half the classroom.
Mm-hmm. You always got to have a good trench coat bazooka on you. Okay, I mean, you're not losing, just in case it's needed.
I don't leave home without my trench coat bazooka.
That's right.
I guess this just proves what's true, which is that spheres are the most, durable shape.
Yeah. I don't think there's a single shape that's more durable.
No sphere.
If you think there's a more durable shape, go ahead and send us a Gengar mail at wwopokemon@gmail.com. Let us know we're wrong.
Yeah. Or don't.
Okay, so let's read these Pokedex entries. The first ones come to us from Johto. The first one says, its entire body is shielded by a steel hard shell. What lurks inside the armor is a total mystery.
Oh, we don't know. We've never cracked one open.
Never crack one open. Could never do it. I mean, listen, our strongest bazookas couldn't open it.
Wow.
I mean, I do have a stronger one.
Wait.
You want me to? I mean, I can go home and get the stronger one.
Well, okay. Now you're just putting lives at risk.
How many wait. How many bazookas you got?
I mean, the stronger one is too big for me to carry like under my trench coat. So like I keep it at home, but if you want me to start bringing it to class, I can start bringing it to class if you want.
Did you notice how he avoided the question?
How many, Mr. Curtis?
Give me a number.
I have 3.
Okay, that's not as many, but it's more than anyone should have. 3?
Yeah, yes. It's pretty expensive. And so on the scale of weakest to strongest, what was the one that you just shot off today?
That is my my weakest of the 3. So
okay.
No.
Well,
oh no.
I've got that's my mini trench coat bazooka, and then we have the full size bazooka.
Wait. Is the bazooka mini or is the trench coat mini?
The bazooka
or
is mini.
mini.
The bazooka is mini because it can fit into my under my trench coat. My trench coat. I mean, you can see how big my trench coat is. It's a big trench coat.
Yeah, everything's relative.
But then I've got the full sized bazooka at home, and then I have the installation bazooka, which is it stands on a stand, a mobile stand, and that one's
like a truck or something.
Yeah, but that one's back at my house.
Is that just a tank?
That's back at my house in Kanto though. So.
Okay.
Right.
Well, you didn't.
I didn't.
You didn't bring this to the Wrigley's.
No. I didn't want to bring it to the Rigsby's Farms. That would not be
Wrigley's, huh?
The Rigsby's, the farm, the farm that I live at. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. Hey, what are we talking about again?
We're talking about Forretress.
My collection of bazookas.
We were briefly talking about Mr. Curtis's collection of bazookas.
I didn't realize this was a weapons classroom.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I'll bring the focus back. Thank you, Corbin. I know you're so eager to learn.
I mean, bazookas are not really weapons. They're more like Swiss Army knives. Like they're like,
no.
Tools, multi-purpose.
You can't cut a ribbon with a bazooka.
Multi-purpose.
Yeah, you can.
You certainly can. You can open a can.
Listen, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this for sure. If you got a problem and then you shoot a bazooka at that problem's not there anymore.
What about depression? You can't shoot depression.
Unless it's a fortress, then that problem is still there.
If your car won't start, you can't shoot your bazooka at a car because then it's just not going to exist anymore.
That's what I'm saying. The problem isn't there anymore. Listen,
right.
There isn't a car to start. I mean, sure, you have a different problem, but like...
What if I'm really sad one day? I can't shoot the bazooka at my sadness.
Yeah, you're probably right, and we shouldn't dive any more into that.
Okay.
The next entry here says, it remains immovably rooted to its tree. It scatters pieces of its hard shell to drive its enemies away. And we did see that happen.
Mm-hmm.
We did see the force at which it can fire off those shell pieces.
That's right.
Enough to damage my ballistic glass here. And, you may notice the bazooka did not damage the ballistic glass.
It's true.
That's crazy. That's insane. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, he didn't
sounds like
shoot
the
it directly
bazooka
at the
sucks.
glass, but I'm sure if he did, it would have destroyed it.
We could test that.
Yeah,
you know what? I don't think we
Just
need
to.
Yeah, you're probably right. We don't need
You
to.
sure?
We're already
we
running
do
behind
call it
on this
boom
lesson.
boom glass for a reason. So
No, let's save the boom boom for later.
Who's we, Mr. Curtis?
I call it boom. Do you not call it boom boom glass?
I feel like I've been calling it ballistic glass this whole time.
Well.
Okay, the last entry from the Johto region says, usually found hanging onto a fat tree trunk. Seems rude. It shoots out bits of its shell when it sees action.
Sees any action of any kind.
Yeah, any action.
Fat
It's just...
trunk.
You're writing this down in your notebook.
Maybe we should have called Junior Fat Trunk.
Fat tree trunk.
Fat tree trunk. That's a mouthful. Fat trunk would have been a good name too.
Yeah, maybe like a big tree trunk.
Little FT.
Fat seems like, I don't know, rude for some reason. I know it's just a tree.
Rotund trunk.
Yeah, rotund trunk. Muscular trunk.
Professor, you gotta have a rotund trunk.
Yeah, listen, the weather's getting colder. It's harder to get out there, get the workout in.
That's fair.
Listen,
That's fair.
Everybody around here is preparing for Thanksgiving.
It's gonna be a cold winter too. It's what I've been reading in the papers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure the deli birds are happy about that. They
are.
love the cold.
Oh man.
Okay. Let's move on to the Hoenn region Pokédex entries. The first one here says, Forretress conceals itself inside its hardened steel shell. The shell is opened when the Pokemon is catching prey, but it does so at such a quick pace that the shell's inside cannot be seen.
Okay.
Yeah. So it seems wild to me. I feel like we could like have like, I don't know, some kind of like video camera or something.
Yeah, there are cameras that can shoot at a really high frame rate. So why don't you just get a camera that shoots at like 5,000 frames per second and slow it down in post? There you go. Bada bing, bada boom.
Whoa. With the camera jargon over here.
Listen, all right. I took my first film class the other day. I learned a lot.
Well, let's hear all about that. Who was the teacher?
So the teacher...
Was it here at the GCLC, BOT, SCLC?
It was actually not. This was a private lesson down the road. However, they did apply to work at the GCBSCIC, and they're waiting to hear back on it. Her name is Professor Mandala, and she is teaching me all about film stuff. And
she sounds effective.
Yeah, and she's super effective. With teaching me, and
okay, great.
she applied to be a teacher here. She has not heard back though, but right now it's just private lessons down the street.
Is Professor Mandala a human like me and the professor here, or
and also you, Corbin?
Well, kind of. I mean, Corbin's like part human, but like
Mr. Curtis doesn't consider children to be human.
No,
right.
No. But are they, or are they, like one of our great Pokemon staff members here?
No, they are absolutely. It's a Pokemon.
Absol. Is it an Absol?
Absolutely. Is it is Absol? Are you trying to get that it's an Absol?
It is an Absol. That's right.
Oh, Absol.
Right. Wow.
Mandala.
Professor Mandala, an Absol that may or may not be joining the GCLC, BOT, SCLC. What an exciting opportunity to have here. Yep. I can't wait. Yep. I can't wait. I'll put in a good word for them.
That's sweet. I'll let her know.
Okay. All right. So I think that does it for the Hoenn Pokedex entries. Again, I still feel like we should be able to see inside of its shell. I don't think it would be that hard to convince.
It's got to consent to it though. You can't just do it.
Yeah. I mean, we just got to convince them to open up.
Right. Exactly.
Talk about.
How
their
come
feelings.
You guys never want me to open up?
So moving on to the Sinnoh region, the first entry here and the only entry says, it is encased in a steel shell. Its peering eyes are all that can be seen of its mysterious innards.
T-shirt, mysterious innards.
Mysterious innards. Keep your shells over your mysterious innards.
That's why I always have my trench coat on. I live that life.
That's right. You live that life of a mysterious innard? Is that it?
I don't have, today's assignment is not a poem, but man, it really feels like a Forretress could be a really good allegory to a lot of mental
I'm seeing that. Yes.
Okay, so that does it for the Sinnoh region. Let's move on. There's nothing new in Unova. There's nothing new in Kalos. Let's see here. Alola? I think we have an Alola entry here. Yes. The first one says, when something approaches it, it fires off fragments of its steel shell in attack. This is not a conscious action, but a conditioned reflex.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Like a hair trigger. Just ready to blow at any second.
So it's not doing it actively on purpose, right? Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good defense.
I'm sure it could do it intentionally if it wanted to. It just doesn't need to. It's just like...
Right, of course, but naturally it's like the knee thing when you go to the doctor.
Yeah,
or whenever Corbin sees a Beedrill, he just screams.
Or whenever I hear Dawn's name, I also scream out of excitement.
Different screams though, and those screams go a little something like this.
Ooh!
Wow, that was
scream.
crazy.
That's the dog scream.
Wow. Jeez.
I get excited.
Okay, and now here's the Beedrill scream.
No,
big difference there. Big difference between the two.
Big difference. Yeah, big difference. Big difference.
Yeah. Oh, it was so loud I almost couldn't hear it. Okay, next entry from Alola says, in the moment that it gulps down its prey, the inside of its shell is exposed. But to this day, whenever this Pokédex entry was written, I suppose, no one has ever seen that sight.
Maybe I'll be the first.
As in, does that mean they've never seen it eat? If so, how do we know that that's how it does it? Or do they mean that it's so fast that it just eats it?
Well, it's so fast that no one has been able to see the innards.
Yeah, I guess that's what it said in the previous entry, but it's just the way that it's worded here is weird. Okay, and that's going to do it for Alola. I don't think there's anything in Galar or Paldea. And I don't think we have anything from the Lentil region either.
Man.
So that lets us move on to the unique Pokedex entries, and there's only one here. There's only one unique Pokedex entry, so we're pretty much done here.
Wait, was there anything from Professor Stromboli?
There are no. Professor Neroli did not get a hand on this ball.
Really? Rigatoni didn't add anything to the conversation here? That sucks.
Professor Fettuccini was really slacking on this one.
That sucks. Oh, well.
All right, so this unique entry comes to us from Ash's Pokedex. It says, Forretress, the Bagworm Pokémon. Forretress is the evolved form of Pineco. Its entire body is covered in a steel hard shell.
Yeah,
Pretty tough.
We know that. Good job, Ash. Adding nothing.
It really is adding nothing. I mean, like, that could describe a couple of different Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, no kidding.
So, I mean, Ash probably got that and was like, yeah, that's the one thing about this Pokemon that I know already, Pokedex. You didn't need to tell me that.
Maybe he just copied his notes from Cloyster.
Hey, that one, that is what is on the tin right there.
Ash has no idea that if he moves even a little bit, this Forretress is going to shoot, like, steel pieces at his face.
Maybe somebody should tell him.
He's probably fine.
Yeah, he knows.
He's young. He's got good reflexes.
He's an Alolan champion. He knows what's up.
That's right. He's pretty tough. He gets shocked enough by that Pikachu.
Gosh, we all know so much about Ash, huh?
He's kind of a celebrity around here.
He is a little bit of a celebrity.
Really whiny, though. Really whiny.
Well, he's like 10.
Well, I mean, I can't relate to that. I'm not that whiny. I'm 10, you know? I'm pretty adult-like.
Okay,
yeah,
you're
sure.
not whiny.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. I'm not whiny.
We could open up a winery with all the wine you got.
Okay, all right.
That's such a
Pause.
That was such a good joke, Professor. I love that quite a bit.
Pause for laughter for the students at home. And now they're done. Okay.
All right. So, as I said, we're not doing a poem for Forretress. We're moving on to the testing portion, by the way.
Okay.
That's all the Pokedex entries we have. So, instead of that, we are going to be doing an essay. It's been a little while since we've done an essay. Yes. So, this is pretty simple. These are basically like participation assignments anyways. But basically, I bring an essay question when I feel like the Pokedex really hasn't done its job and kind of describing enough of the Pokemon. And for this time, I have a burning question that I want to see if you guys can figure out. Just give me a good answer to. The essay question is, what does Forretress have inside of its shell?
Its body.
What are the innards in there that it's trying to protect so carefully, so cautiously? Because it's protecting them very,
robustly,
avidly, I suppose.
Like Wabuffet's tail.
Yeah, like Wabuffet's tail. Sure.
You might say it's quite a robust defense.
So, and I'm looking for more than just its innards. So, I want a little bit more than just that. Don't say its heart is in there. I mean, you can say its heart is in there, but I mean, I have a heart that I'm protecting too, and I don't shoot out little metal bits to protect it.
Well, you don't feel like you need to protect your heart around us. I mean, we're pretty open, honest people, right, Mr. Curtis? Well, anything you want to talk about, we'll listen.
He has a bazooka with him at all times. I feel like I definitely need to protect my heart from him.
Well, that doesn't mean he's going to shoot you just because you open up, right, Mr. Curtis?
I would never shoot at you, Professor. I would never shoot at you, Professor. You know that. I carry the bazooka for your protection, Professor.
You shot it at me. I mean, you shot it at my direct. You didn't shoot it at me, but you shot it in my direction.
The boom boom glass. Listen, I had no doubt that the boom boom glass would protect you. Okay.
And Junior was in between you and the professor, right, Professor? So you're good.
Exactly. If anything, it was Corbin that was at the most at risk there. But,
right. Exactly.
Sometimes students have to, sacrifice themselves for the teacher, and that's okay.
Yeah. I can't hear out of my left ear still.
Well, that's the least important one. Okay. We've talked long enough. Go ahead and write your essays and let me know when you're done.
You got it, Professor.
Oh,
you almost called me Dad again.
He called you Dad.
Nope.
Make fun of him.
Nope.
Oh, Donnie J would not be happy about that one.
All right, Professor. I'm done. I'm
Corbin's
done with my essay.
Corbin's done and excited. Mr. Curtis,
I'm done. I'm ready. I'm ready
to
to provide the insight
I should have known
this class and these students need, Professor.
Finally, somebody's willing to take that burden.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's start with Corbin. Corbin, give me your essay on, I guess the essay question for those who may have forgotten, is what does Forretress have inside of its shell? Corbin, what do you think?
So here's what I think is going on inside of its shell. I think Forretress has its offspring, its babies hiding inside its shell. So no one really knows for sure how Pokemon lay their eggs or give birth. It's been well documented that it is not well documented, that it's a mystery. I believe Forretress incubates its eggs inside its very warm innards and will do anything to protect them as such, hence why it also eats so fast, because obviously the one time it is vulnerable, it has to eat, and it does it so quickly as to not put its babies at risk. Its sole priority is to keep the shell closed to protect its offspring. That's why it's so jittery and anxious. Even when there's like something moving, it immediately attacks it. Its sole goal is not to preserve necessarily itself, it's to preserve the offspring inside its innards that are growing into little baby pineco. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. All right, you know what? That was better than just its heart and lungs and stuff. So
Oh, Professor, come on. What do you expect of me?
Not much.
Thanks.
Honestly, not much.
My parents say the same.
Very good, Corbin.
No, Donnie
right,
J
Mr.
only
Curtis.
has the best things to say about you.
He does. He's not my father, but yeah, he does have.
He is your father, and he only
things. Anyways, moving on.
Well, he
moving
doesn't
on.
really say much. He's a Mr.
he
Mime.
mimes
He
it,
kind of
yeah.
mimes it.
That's true. That's fair.
Yeah, your dad, the Mr. Mime. All right. So,
Yes.
Curtis.
Well, here
Give
we
me
go.
your essay.
So I have to say that it's time for you to hear it here first.
Hear it here first.
Hear it first. Inside of
hear it
that
first.
hard, steely shell is, in fact, Darumaka. That's right. Is a little
What?
This is a little fiery
Okay.
boy. Okay, so we all know that Darumaka is a very, very hot, very active.
Okay, here's the thing, though. We don't all know about Darumaka. Corbin has not learned about that. So
I
if you
have
give a
not
quick
learned about
lesson,
Darumaka. Thank
a
you.
quick lesson on everything we need to know about Darumaka.
Okay, so Darumaka is the Zen Charm Pokemon. It is of
course.
It is what it is. It is number
tell us, you're the expert.
554 in the Pokédex, and there is a Galarian form, regional variant that is an ice form. But they are.
You know a lot about Darumaka. Is it a bug type?
No, it is not. It's a fire type. It's very active.
Yeah, he's been to this class before.
It's,
He knows.
It's very active and hot. It's got very hot body temperature, and as it gets really hot, it's really active. And then when it goes to sleep, it cools down, and it like pulls all its arm and legs in, and it like curls up in like a little ball thing, right, when it falls asleep. And I think that is what has happened here. Is the Darumaka hot, active, melted, some rock, some steel around himself, okay, then went to sleep, tucked all his arms in, and encased himself in a shield of steel, okay? And then just like the Galarian form of Darumaka changed its, body temperature to now it's an ice type, this Darumaka decided that, it kind of liked having the solid shield metal exterior, and so it no longer gets hot enough to remelt its shell. But that explains why it's like this little red round thing inside, because it's like the Darumaka that has its arms and legs in. It's encased in the steel that's solidified, but it still has that, ooh, quick, ooh, spicy. I'm going to crack open my shell real quick, grab something, pull it in. Num, really good, right? That Forretress has big Darumaka energy. Okay, you heard it here first.
Ooh.
Big Darumaka energy.
BDE, I love it.
Put it on a t-shirt. Okay.
Okay. I have a question. So, okay, hold on.
Hold up.
It is a Darumaka, is what you're saying.
Yes.
It's not that there is a Darumaka in there with the Forretress. It's saying it is a Darumaka.
It is a Darumaka that has melted steel around itself and turned itself. Now it has a shell.
Okay. Where does the Pineco come from, then?
Purely unrelated. Everybody thinks
Gotcha.
that Pineco evolves into Forretress, but that's not correct.
Maybe, okay, so the Darumaka gets the steel shell from the Pineco.
There you go.
And it turns itself into a Forretress, but it's a real Slowpoke Shelder scenario.
Right.
I think that's good.
It's a combination of two Pokemon.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's good.
I'm expanding on Mr. Curtis's
Darumaka fire type,
ramblings.
super effective against bug type, which is Pineco, right? So Darumaka basically burns the inside out of a Pineco.
Jesus.
And then uses the Pineco's existing plates to melt into the steel shell that it has to go forward. So yeah, very Slowpoke Shelder-esque.
A mutually beneficial partnership.
I don't know about mutually beneficial.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Not very beneficial for the
Pineco. The Pineco absolutely. This kills the Pineco.
Hey guys, this one kills the Pineco.
All right,
brutal. That's Mother Nature.
Go out on a limb here and say that Mr. Curtis's idea isn't true. It's not the actual thing. But we love to see some variation here and some thoughts and some wild ideas. No bad ideas. Corbin's good idea.
Thank you.
That's a good idea. Mr. Curtis's an idea because there's no bad ideas.
Good idea.
It's an idea,
right?
It was there.
It is an idea. We cannot take that away from you. But it is a bit wild and gruesome, and I don't think it's true.
I would consider it a good idea, but okay.
Well,
all right. So, full marks for everybody because it's more of a participation thing than anything, and I'm, very much enjoyed the interesting ideas that we had from everybody here. But that's it for the lesson on Forretress.
That's it.
That's it for Forretress. That's it. That's all we got.
That's it. That's all, folks.
Put that on a t-shirt. Forretress. That's it.
That's it. It's done.
We're all done here, folks.
Get out of here.
Does anybody know what Pokemon we're going to be learning about next week?
Is it the evolution of Forretress?
No, it is not. Forretress is the final evolution.
That's it.
The end of the. That's it.
It's the end of the line there. Okay.
Listen, that's it. Forretress. That's it.
Would it be Decidueye, Professor?
No,
is
not.
Is it Skarmory?
It's not Skarmory. No.
Oh man, that'd be a good one.
I know, we'll get there eventually. No, next week we are learning about Dunsparce. All right, good one. That's
exciting.
Dunsparce. I like Dunsparce.
Right.
A very great bug type Pokemon. Love that.
Is it a bug type?
It is not a bug type.
It's definitely a bug type.
Mr.
I mean,
Curtis.
it has big bug energy. Okay, BB instead of B.
BBE
instead of big Darumaka energy, which is BD.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
no,
cool.
I get it. All right, but that's gonna do it for today's lesson. If you have any questions for me, the professor, you can send them to wwopokemon@gmail.com. You can also find us on the Flying Pokemon themed social network site Twitter. We are at wwopokemon there as well. But we got a lot of other things. Hey, we got some things in the work, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw it over to Mr. Curtis to hear about those other things. Mr. Curtis, do you know what we're doing?
Yes. Definitely everybody needs to pay attention to what's going on the YouTube channel. That's right. We're putting up more content there.
Woo!
Yes.
What is the content? Out of curiosity.
Well, as you all were probably aware, we were doing a Spooky-tober set of streams where we're releasing or we were streaming once a week some spooky games. So
right.
keep an eye out for future events such as that. Nothing.
Yeah, and we'll make sure to post announcements and stuff to let folks know.
Yeah, the best way is Discord. We usually post when we're going live a few days in advance on Discord, so you guys can obviously take time off from work and factor it into your schedule.
Yeah, just abandon any other plans that you might have had.
We do schedule it as well on YouTube, so you know if you're subscribed, you got those alerts. It'll let you know when we schedule a stream ahead of time.
That's right.
So definitely do that, so you're not missing out.
Yeah, don't want to miss out. Don't want to be a loser.
Come on down.
Come on down.
Listen, the YouTube isn't all that we're doing. Corbin,
what's up?
Tell them about the Patreon.
The Patreon has a ton of great stuff. We promote it all the time because that's a lot of our best work on there, guys. So just keep in mind, here's all the stuff you get. If you did the highest tier, I'm not going to go through each tier, but I was just going to say this is a summation of everything you get on Patreon. You can click the link and it will summarize everything in each tier, what you can get. But all the stuff you can get on Patreon includes full Discord access. You get to see Mr. Curtis's doodles every week for new lessons. You get to watch our Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke playthrough that we have been doing. We're like 20 episodes in right now. It's crazy how much
Almost
we've done.
at the 4th gym.
I almost at the 4th gym in 20 episodes. That's insanely slow. But we're doing that, and you can watch them 2 weeks early. You can be the first to watch it on Patreon. You get a name entered into a raffle for deciding future Pokemon names. Junior H was one of our patrons. We named the Pokemon after him today.
What?
You get to listen to the monthly Q&As. You get to send questions via Discord for the monthly Q&As as well, and you get to listen to the monthly outtakes and deleted scenes supercut. So every bit of rambling that Portia is kind enough to cut out, you guys can hear it because we talk about a lot of cool stuff that just didn't make it into the regular lessons. You guys can hear that over on Patreon.
Yeah. There's a lot of good rambling in this one.
Oh, a lot of good rambling.
Gotta say though, guys, we gotta mess up a little bit more because we have not been messing up a lot. We're just too good. We're getting too good at this.
That's right.
We are getting too good.
Yeah, we need Mr.
We need to be humbled.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. So I think that's it. I think we have talked for long enough.
Oh, I agree.
So until next time, class is dismissed.